Good afternoon, class. Today's science lesson, we are going to deal with the main systems of the human body. But before we touch on the main systems of the human body, we shall try to see what we did in the previous lesson. In the previous lesson, we were dealing with the tissues, organs, and systems. And we said, how do we come up with tissues? We said, living organisms develops from a single cell. So we say, when we are talking about mitosis, we said mitosis is a process whereby a single cell divides into two daughter cells. These two daughter cells can continue to divide themselves to other cells that are replica to the parent cell. And what happens is the cells can continue dividing themselves up to the extent whereby they form a tissue. So many cells of the same kind, when they subdivide and they multiply, they form a tissue. And many tissues, when they all come together and they are performing similar, a similar activity, they will form an organ. An organ is composed of many tissues, and many tissues are made by these cells. So these many cells, they can continue, and when we bring together many tissues, they form organs. There are organs that perform specific functions that are known. When we bring these many organs and they're performing specific functions, we term them to be systems. So many tissues, many organs form systems. And we had said that when cells of same type of group come together, they form a tissue. And we said when a tissue is formed, tissues like muscle tissue, fatty tissue, bony tissue, bloody tissue, skin tissue, even an onion tissue, even a bark of a tree is a tissue because it's formed by a number of cells. Then we said when different tissues group together and work together, when you group them together, they form organs. They form organs. Many tissues, when they are grouped together, they form organs, which also have a specific function or a specific job to do within a living organisms. Then we had said in the earlier lessons that these organs in our bodies, they include organs like the heart. We have the heart organ. We have the kidney. Kidney is an organ. We have lungs. The lungs that we have, the lungs that we use for breathing is an organ. The heart that has a lot of work, pumping blood to different parts of the body, the heart is an organ. We also have the skin. The skin is an organ. The skin performs different functions. Apart from ensuring that it covers the organs that are there within the body, it also ensures that the blood, it covers the blood veins and capillaries and so forth. So the skin has a particular role to play, including to regulate the temperature, because the skin contains the hair follicle, and the hair follicle can erect or sleep depending on the temperature that is existing. So we are saying also the skin is an organ, and we are saying the brain is an organ. The brain, we know that it interprets different messages that are brought in by the nerve system within the body. So it interprets and it sends correct messages to different parts of the body, whether it's a muscle, so that it contracts to pass a specific message. So the brain we have, that is located within our head, it is an organ. And we are saying even the stomach that we use it has a digestive system and so forth. The stomach is also an organ. But that is when we're dealing with humans. What about if we're dealing with the plants? Yes, in the plants, and then we say plants have organs such as the roots, the rooting system. when you go to the plants, the roots are well equipped to ensure that they can be able to absorb nutrients from the soil. So we have roots as an organ, then we have the stem system. The stem system, it enables water to be translocated to different parts of the body together with the nutrients. The stem has particular functions. Then we come to flower. Flower you can compare to as an organ maybe within the tree. It plays an important role when it comes to fertilization and so forth. Then we have the leaves. The leaves are known to ensure, the leaves are known for performing activities such as photosynthesis to enable the tree or the plant to manufacture its own food, and to ensure that this food that has been manufactured is transported to different parts of that tree. We have just given example that yes, we have cells. Cells can formulate tissues. Tissues can unite together to form organs. Then organs, when they are brought together, they form the system. Different systems are within a whole living organism. They can form a whole living organism. So we are saying cell, the study of cell is very important. In fact, there is a message that you have to pass before we deal with this. We have what we call stem cell. When we talk of stem cell, these are cells that have been discovered to be very important because they can nurture and they can be brought up in a laboratory. Meaning you use a small cell that you can be able to nurture it up and you end up having a particular organ. So these stem cells, we can define these stem cells as they are just primitive cells. Stem cells are primitive cells that have a potential to differentiate or to develop into a variety of specific cell type. We are saying stem cells are primitive cells that have potential. Stem cells are primitive cells that have potential to develop. The stem cells are primitive cells that have potential to develop, and they have potential to develop, or they have potential to differentiate or develop into a variety of specific cells. They have a potential to develop into a variety of specific cells. They can differentiate, they can develop into a variety of specific cells. Now, when we talk of a variety of specific cells, these cells, they can formulate cells that are important when it comes to, when we talk of cell, the information on stem cell biology is very important because research that has been carried out on stem cells, it has enabled scientists to discover ways of replacing worn-out cells within a living organism, meaning worn-out cells can be replaced through stem cells. It can be nurtured and then those worn-out cells are replaced. Or even organs. From the stem cells, we can come up and nurture up, end up, from the stem cells we can develop tissues. From the stem cells we can develop organs. And these organs, whether it is the lung organ, whatever, we can be able to come up with a lung organ, even the heart, so that if a human being is suffering, maybe has a problem with the kidney, then through stem cells, we can develop a kidney and be able to replace that, that kidney that was ailing. So they can do what we call kidney transplant. They can do what we call even heart transplant if through stem cells they have been able to develop such important organs. So we are saying through the development of stem cells, scientists are now able, one, to replace cells that are cancerous within the body. They can be removed and replaced by cells that have been developed through stem cell within a biology. They have been nurtured and they can be able to replace. Diseases like Parkinson's disease can be replaced through stem cells so that individual will not continue suffering from this Parkinson's disease and so forth. Even diabetes mellitus, the diabetes, they can be replaced because diabetes comes up because there's a problem within the cells. When they replace them, then you'll find that they have solved the problem of diabetes and so forth. So we are saying stem cells is important. It has few challenges, maybe that people can talk of, but the challenges are very few. If stem cells research is advanced, and then it will reach a level whereby they will be able to regenerate, even if the skin, if the cells of the skin are dying, they can be replaced and renewed through stem cell research. But what we want now to cover, we'd said the topic of today is the main systems of the human body. We want to look the human body. We had known that human body is made up of cells. It started as a single cell, and through subdivision, many cells came up, multiplied. Therefore, a human being or a human body, a human being is made up of many billions of cells. So we are interested with the main systems that are there within the human body. We shall start these systems that are within the human body, and we shall see how many systems we're going to cover. One, we can start with the cardiovascular system. Cardiovascular. Now, when we talk of cardiovascular system, we call it cardiovascular system or circulatory system. So we have said, yes, we call it cardiovascular system or circulatory system. Now, the circulatory system, it has a number of functions that it performs, the circulatory system. The circulatory system, what does it do? Circulates blood around the body via the heart. It circulates the blood around the body via the heart. So circulatory system is there to ensure that blood is circulating within the body. And what enables this blood to circulate? The heart is there to pump and to ensure that this blood is circulating through the blood capillaries and veins, comes back to the heart and goes on. I know when it comes back to the heart, it enables, maybe the heart is made in such a way to ensure that the blood that is passing through, we know they have the red blood cells that have ability of absorbing more oxygen, so that the blood that is pumped within the circulatory system is oxygenated blood, so that it will be able to enable different activities that are happening within the body. So we are saying it circulates the blood around the body via the heart, arteries, and veins. Heart, arteries, and veins. Yes, so it enables, that is the main functions of the circulatory system. Veins, what does it do? It delivers oxygen. There is delivery of oxygen, that's what it does in the circulatory system, and nutrients to the organisms, I'll say to the different parts of the body, to the organisms, and cells, at the same time, they carry out waste products out. Other functions of circulatory system is to ensure that the waste out products are removed from the blood, that are carried out from the bloodstream. So that is the work of the circulatory system. Cardiovascular stroke circulatory system. We can go ahead also and look another system that is within the body. And this one, we call it the digestive system or excretory system. Digestive system, or we call it excretory. Digestive system or excretory system. Digestive system and excretory system. We shall see what are the functions of this digestive system within the human body. We are saying one functions of the digestive system, and you know the digestive system, just from, we are talking about mechanical, just from the onset when you pick food, you place it in the mouth. We know the work of the mouth is to digest that particular food you are placing in the mouth so that it is in a form that can be absorbed well. Already that is a digestive system in place. So we are saying mechanical and chemical. The function of digestive system is mechanical and chemical processes that provide nutrients via the mouth. We are saying mechanical and chemical processes. We are saying mechanical and chemical processes, that provide nutrients via the mouth. That provide nutrients via the mouth. So we are saying when we are talking about human being, and we're talking about human being, we find that yes, when you talk of chemical and mechanical, you can be able to chew the food that has been placed in your mouth mechanically. But it's also chemical because the mouth is equipped in such a way that you have saliva. Saliva is also equipped with some chemicals that will soften or will will simplify the digestion of that particular food that you have placed in your mouth. And when this food is swallowed within the intestine as it goes in, also the intestine are equipped with some chemicals to ensure that this particular food is broken down into state that can be absorbed by the intestine. And we know the intestines are well equipped with alveoli. Alveoli that are located within the intestines, they are there and they enable to absorb the nutrients that are located within the food so that they can be led and united together with the bloodstream. So we are saying mechanical and chemical processes that provide nutrients via the mouth, just one, via the mouth. Then we have the esophagus. Esophagus, just after the mouth there is esophagus. So esophagus, then we have stomach. Stomach is equipped with hydrochloric acid that also enables digestion to take place. We know that within the stomach there is pancreas that is related, that has a responsibility of secreting the correct acid that will assist in digestion, that is the pancreas. But we're saying also we have the stomach and the intestines. And the intestines. So we are saying that the digestive system or the excretory system is equipped with a number of things, and there are processes that go along with the digestive system. We have another role that digestive system does, because after nutrients have been absorbed from this food that you digested, or the food that is located within the stomach, the remaining waste product, they have to be removed. Therefore, we say also another functions, it eliminates waste from the body. It eliminates waste from the body. And that's why we're saying it is excretory system, meaning waste product within the body are removed out. We shall also have a complete diagram when we are studying these systems individually. We shall have a diagram that will be able to show the digestive system and the entirety from digestion to the waste product, how it is. We shall have a diagram to explain that so that we understand. Then we can go to the third system that is located within the human body, and this one is the endocrine system. Endocrine system. Endocrine system, it has important role that it does within the body of a human being. What about this endocrine system? What is the functions specifically? We can check what it does, this endocrine system. We are saying endocrine system provides chemical communications within the body using hormones. So we are saying endocrine system, it provides chemical communications. It provides chemical communication. It provides chemical communications within the body using hormones. Within the body using hormones. Yeah, when we say it provides chemical communications within the body using hormones, I know, just for instance, there are many, when we talk of an animal, for instance, we have hormones like oxytocin hormone. It can play different roles within the body. They have specific functions. There are hormones that can be produced within a human being in preparation for flight or fight, depending. But we shall come and deal with the endocrine system. We shall see how it functions. But one important thing, it provides chemicals, and it provides chemical communication within the body using hormones. So hormones are very important as far as endocrine system is concerned. Now, let us go to the fifth system that is located within the human body, and that system is called integumentary system. The fourth is called integumentary system. We call it integumentary system or exocrine system. Integumentary system, we want to know what are specific functions. What are the functions of this integumentary system or exocrine system? Exocrine system, what is it? What does it have? What does it involve? So integumentary system is concerned with the hair that is the skin that we have. It has specific roles, the skin, so it involves the skin. It reacts to a number of things. The skin, we have the hair. Integumentary system is concerned with the hair. We have the hair follicles that is located within the skin. It deals with the nails, the way the nails grow. It also deals with the sweat. Why we sweat, the skin is very important when it comes to sweating. Sweating is there to control the temperature and so forth. If you're running, you will sweat, meaning there is a production of energy and so forth. Sweat and other exocrine glands. And other exocrine glands. So when we're talking about the skin, the skin has a system, it has different functions, the skin alone. So the integumentary system, it has a number of things that it does, whether it controls level, it controls the cooling of the body, to control the temperature and so forth. So when we are dealing with the integumentary system in depth, we shall draw and see the different functions that the integumentary system does. We shall advance and go and see the fifth system that is present. So the fifth system that is we have the lymphatic system, lymphatic system stroke immune system. So the lymphatic system or immune system, what does it do? What are the functions of this lymphatic system? We are saying, one, this lymphatic system, it comprises of a network of lymphatic vessels that carry out a clear fluid called lymph. So we are saying the system comprises a number of lymphatic cells. So we're saying the system comprises a number of lymphatic cells or lymphatic vessels. Lymphatic vessels, it comprises a number of lymphatic vessels that carry out a clear fluid. Lymphatic vessels that carry out a clear fluid. It carry out a clear fluid called lymph. So we are saying the lymphatic stroke immune system, the system comprises a number of lymphatic vessels. It has lymphatic vessels, and these lymphatic vessels, they carry out a clear fluid. This clear fluid is called lymph. It has particular functions that this fluid does. So we can say, what does the fluid do? This lymphatic system is enabled. It defends the body against pathogens. It defends the body against the pathogens. When we talk about it defends the body against the pathogens. Pathogens, these are foreign bodies that are not compatible with a particular body. There are foreign bodies that are intruding within the body. So the work of immune system, it has to produce this lymphatic fluid. The lymph fluid is well equipped to defend the body from the pathogens, foreign bodies that are trying to attack the human body. So it defends the body against the pathogens, viruses that might endanger the body. Pathogen viruses that might endanger the body. So we are seeing lymphatic or immune system. It is there specifically to ensure that the body of a human being is defended from attacks attacks from viruses that are pathogenic, they don't destroy the body. So the immune system is well equipped with lymph fluid, and lymph fluid assists the body to defend against the pathogenic viruses. So the pathogens, viruses that endanger the body are expelled by this lymph fluid. We can go to the sixth system that is located within the body is the muscular system. We have another system called the muscular system. It is a system that is located within the body. This system, muscular system, has got functions. What does it do? One, the first function of the muscular system, it enables the body. It enables the body to move. It enables the body to move using muscles. It enables the body to move using muscles. Yes, the body will move, but it will only move under the assistance of muscles. When we are studying deeply about the muscular system, we shall see the muscular skeletal system. We shall come to muscular skeletal system, how the muscles together with the skeleton unites. And from the instructions that they receive from the brain, they contract and they enable the particular muscles to perform different functions. And you find the organism will be able to move from one place because there is instructions that has been given to the muscles, and the muscles will construct and enable that particular organism to move from one point to another. So we're saying it enables the body to move using muscles. So muscles are there, but for the body to move, muscles are important. If the muscles are weak, even the movement of that living organism will be weak. So we are saying muscular system is very important as far as the locomotion of that particular organism is concerned. We can go to the seventh system that is within the human body, and that one is called the nervous system. Nervous system. So we are saying our body is made up of nerves. Nerves are located within the body system, and they transmit messages that are important. So the nervous system, what is the functions of this nervous system? Well, we say it collects and processes information from the senses via nerves and the brain, and tells the muscles to contract to cause physical action. So we are saying, what is the function of the nervous system? We are saying it collects and processes information. It collects and processes information nervous system, it comprises a number of organs, and each organ has a specific functions to do. It processes and it collects and processes information from the senses. From the senses via nerves, from the senses via nerves, and the brain. The brain is there to interpret. And the brain, which is very important as far as nervous system is concerned, the brain, and tells the muscles to construct. And tells the muscles and tells the muscles to contract. It tells the muscles to contract, and once to contract to cause physical action. To contract to cause a physical action. So under nervous system contains a number of organs, and this number of organs have specific roles to do. We are saying nerves are there, and the work of the nerves, they will collect information, and they collect the information via senses. What kind of senses? We have the eyes. Eyes will collect information, and when you collect this information, the information is sent back to the brain. Brain as an organ will interpret that information and give appropriate message. This appropriate message will tell the muscles what to do. The muscle will contract, and if the muscle contracts, then it will cause a physical action. This physical action can be in terms of movement or lifting something and so forth. So we are saying a nervous system is very important as far as the movement of a living human being is concerned, because we are studying about the system in the human body. So for human body to move, nervous system is very important, because your eyes are there, you'll interpret something, and you will operate depending on how your brain has interpreted a particular message that has reached it through this nervous system. Then we can advance ahead, we can go to another system that is within the human body. Is called the renal system or urinary system. The renal system. So 8, we can deal with the renal system. We have said we deal with the renal system or the urinary system. Renal system or urinary system. Renal system is very important as far as the life, the existence of a human being is concerned. What are the functions of renal system? What is involved with this renal system? One, this is whereby the system is able, is whereby the system is able to filter blood. This whereby the system is able to filter blood, and kidney. The kidney is very important. So an organ called the kidney is important as far as the filtering of blood is concerned, purification of the blood. The kidney is there to enable that it filters the blood, so that the blood that we have is clean blood, correct blood that has no impurities whatsoever, or that can harm the body. If there are any poison, then it is the work of the kidney to ensure that poisonous substances do not move within the blood. So we are saying the renal system or the renal system, because renal is there to ensure that waste products or poisonous substances do leave the body, the renal system. So renal system is very important, and we know the functions of the kidney cannot be underestimated within human body. So if there is a kidney failure, then the life of that human being is in danger. You have to do what we call maybe kidney transplant, so that that human being, the blood, they can continue. The kidney functions by cleaning the blood, so if the kidney fails, it becomes difficult to clean blood. Then you will find maybe you go to hospitals and they talk of dialysis. They are trying to use artificial machines to clean your blood. But kidney is a natural organ that is located within the body, and it ensures that the blood we have is cleaned. Bad substances are removed from the blood through urinary system. They leave they leave the body. We can also go ahead to the other system that is very important within the body, and this system is called the reproductive system. Now, we are talking about reproductive system. We are saying reproductive system is very important because this one helps to ensure that new offsprings are there. Because we like it or not, human beings will not exist forever. We have a process called aging. We don't know, we cannot explain exactly why aging, people have come up with theories of aging and so forth. But we know people age because there are cells which keep on dividing. We have new cells, but the cells that are dying are maybe more than the cells that are being generated. So it reaches a level whereby most cells are dying and the new ones cannot replace the dead ones. So you find that when the cells keep on dying, it reaches a level whereby the whole organism will die. The whole human beings will die. Now, when a human being is dying, then there should be an offspring to replace that human being so that their life continue. So on reproductive system, what are the functions? Here we talk about the 6 organs that are required for production of organism. The 6 organs that are required for the production of an offspring. An offspring will show that the life will carry on, whether the parent, that's the human being, dies, still there are other offspring that are there that will continue life. So we're saying the 6 organs required for the production of an offspring. We shall study these reproductive systems in depth when we shall be dealing it at a deeper level. We shall have a diagram and draw so that we see this reproductive system. There are reproductive system within a male body. There are reproductive system within a female body. We shall compare and see the organs, the different organs that form this reproductive system. We can advance again and deal with another system within the body, and this system is called respiratory system. The 10th system that we can learn is called the respiratory. The respiratory system. Now, with the respiratory system, we want to know the functions. What does it do? Is it important, the respiratory system? Yes, respiratory system is very important. When you subtract respiratory system from human being, then that human being will cease to live. Respiratory system is very important. When we shall be dealing with respiratory system individually, we shall have a diagram showing exactly what are the organs that are associated with the respiratory system and the functions of each organ within the system. So in simple terms, you can say the lungs and the trachea bring air into the body that we inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling air, we are now dealing with the respiratory system. Right from the nose, if we use our nose in the breathing, then that breathing is very important as far as respiratory system is concerned. So the lungs and the trachea. We know that the lungs are located within our chest and they are well adapted for their functions. Lungs have enough spaces, they have enough cells within them that they can be able to trap oxygen. They have enough blood and they can be able to trap the oxygen that is within the air when you are breathing in and out. So they take the oxygen and then ensure that what is leaves out is the carbon dioxide. So we can say the lungs and the trachea that bring air, the trachea that bring air to the body. The trachea is important. If somebody wants to strangle you, then he will interfere with the trachea. Yes, you are breathing through your nose. The air will pass through the trachea to reach the lungs. Somebody maybe can hold you. If you interfere with the trachea, then the air that has been breathed in will not reach the lungs, and you might suffocate. So it's very important. The functions of the trachea cannot be underestimated. It's very important. Very important organs in the respiratory system. Yes, you have just mentioned lungs and trachea, but when we are studying respiratory system individually, we shall be able to see any other organs that are involved as far as respiratory is concerned. Then from this body system, that is the respiratory system, we can still see another system, and this system is called the skeletal system. Now, with the skeletal system, this system involves the bones. The system involves the bones, and bones are very important in supporting the body and its organs. So we can say skeletal system is important as far as the human body is concerned. It supports the body to have its structure. Human body is supported by bones. When we talk about legs, from the legs you will find there are leg bones and so forth. Even from the hands we have bones. So these bones are very important as far as the body support is concerned. Therefore, we can say bone supporting the body and its organ. It supports the body and organ. Bones supporting the body, and when supporting the body and its organs, the body has the organ and its organs. So the body has different organs that are within it. These organs are supported. They are supported by the bones. So the skeletal system, it has bones, and these bones are there to support the body to have its shape and to ensure that the organs are also supported by these bones. We have seen up to now, up to 11 systems that are within a human body. We have been seeing systems. We shall study this system individually to see how they are, and with assistance of a well-labeled diagram of each system, it will enable us to know what happens. Now, from this system, we can now advance ahead and observe some of the organs that are present within the human body. There are many, many organs, close to 79 organs. We shall see a number of them that we shall be able to mention. If we mention all the 79 or close to 8 organs, the better. But we shall see a list of organs in the human body. List of organs. We want to mention some of the organs that are present in a human body, and we touch a number of them, and then we shall study the system that we have mentioned earlier in depth, and with an aid of a diagram, we shall be able to know how each organ looks like and its function. We had said that a group of tissues form organs. Now we have said there are several organs within a human body, and we shall start mentioning some of these organs as they are located. Maybe we can start, we can mention a system and a number of organs that are located. We have the musculoskeletal system. In the musculoskeletal system, what happens is we are trying to combine it. The muscle and skeleton are located together. We want to see the different organs that are within it. So musculoskeletal system has the following organs. One, we have first one, the human skeleton. So the human skeleton is an organ that has got its functions and role. From the human skeleton, we have joints. We have a way the joints are made, are jointed within the skeleton. Then we have the ligaments. The ligaments are important as far as the musculoskeletal system is concerned. And we have the muscular system, and then on the muscular system, in the muscular system we have the tendons. Tendons, if you press them within the muscles, you have them. So under the muscular system, we have the tendons. They play a very important role. So we have seen some of the organs that are located within the musculoskeletal system. We have the skeleton organ, the ligaments, the muscular system, the tendons. These are some of the organs that are important in the musculoskeletal system. Then we can go to our second. We can have the digestive system has the following organs. Digestive system has the following organs. One, digestive system, we have the following organs. One, the mouth. Mouth is very important. And then so we can say a mouth. The first one, I can say a mouth. Now, within the mouth, we have teeth. Within the mouth, we have teeth, and we have the tongue. So we are saying in the digestive system, we have the mouth is very important, but now within the mouth, we have the teeth and the tongue. We know what the teeth does to food when the food is within the mouth, and we know what the tongue is there to test. Is this food correct or not? Is it correct food to be digested and absorbed inside through the esophagus, or through the esophagus down to the stomach and so forth? So we are saying the mouth is okay, the teeth is okay, the tongue is okay. And then within that mouth we have the salivary glands. It's an organ. Salivary glands is an organ because it secretes saliva, and we know saliva has some chemicals that when they are secreted, they can assist in the digestion. So we have the salivary glands, and within the salivary glands, we have the sublingual glands that are important. We have the submandibular glands that play a role, and parotid glands. So within the salivary glands, there are other minor functions that are there, that each organelle that is within this organ plays a role. From the mouth, we have the pharynx, we have the esophagus, we have the stomach, the small intestine, the duodenum, but we are, as far as I'm concerned, we can just say we have tried, we have seen the organs that are present within the muscular system. We have seen the human skeleton, the ligaments, the muscular system, we have seen the tendons. Then we have touched slightly on digestive system, and we have said the digestive system has the following organs. We have seen in an organ called the mouth has teeth and it has the tongue. We shall come and continue from here. We shall deal with salivary glands in depth and see what other functions that this salivary does as part of the digestive system that is important, that plays an important role when it comes to digesting food and enabling us to swallow food that is palatable to us but not poison. If it is poisonous, even the tongue can be able to taste. The tongue is equipped with taste buds. There are about 200 taste buds. But as somebody ages, even the taste buds also die, and you'll find that maybe a grown-up human being, the tongue will be having close to 80 taste buds and will not give the appropriate taste of food. So having enough taste buds is important for you to tell the appropriate taste. For the class, we are going to end here. In the next class, we shall pick on from this. We shall pick on by discussing a number of organs that are present within the human body. Thank you.